Are you ready, Tacoma?
Let's do this.
All right. Jon Peckman Podcast. I'm Jon Peckman, Connecticut Valley School of Music and Dance. Lovely, beautiful downtown Portland. Come over the bridge. Go through one satellite, start looking left. All right. We have a special show here today.
Yeah.
All right. It goes like this. This is show number 50.
Woo.
And we decided, I decided, we're going to do, Dan Hollenbeck is here. That's the guest, his name.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, hey, man. He was guest number one.
Yes.
Our very first show. This is number 50. So for our anniversary.
What is that? Bicentennial? Half a century.
Ooh.
What do we call that? What's the number 50
What am I,
show?
Google? I don't know.
Your phone should be on. Your phone should be ready.
I know.
All right.
You're going to drop so many things.
I can't wait to.
What do we call that? So when we started this, the first show, we didn't have cameras. So everyone heard Dan, but they never saw Dan.
Oh, yeah. If anyone has listened to episode 1 and has tried to imagine my face, I hope this ruins the illusion.
Yeah.
You know, you thought you'd see a loser, but no, a chiseled jaw, perfect eyes, lovely hair. It's all what you'd think. I'm the perfect package.
I don't even know how to Google that. How do you Google bicentennial?
I know, or half of 100, right? Oh, you know, if it's
How
like the
would you say
centennial celebration, the half centennial. And Dave should be the tech
How do
guy.
you say half centennial? Half centennial.
Yeah.
Is it just that?
Because podcasts do like the 100th episode, which I wasn't important enough to be
You'll be
included.
that one too.
Okay, thank God. Every
not there
50
yet.
I'm here. Every 50 I'm here.
We're only on 50.
So don't worry about it, people.
Half centennial.
Half centennial.
What is another word for half centennial? Half century old. Half centenarian. Half centenary.
This is a nightmare to start.
Semi-centennial.
That sounds good.
Our semi-centennial episode.
Thank you for joining us on our semi-centennial
Yep.
podcast.
Yep. The 50th.
Oh my God. Okay, we saved it. We were about to drop the show, but we saved
Thanks
it.
for coming.
Thank you for having me.
That's all we had. So tell us who you are. Like, it's just no one's. Well, I shouldn't.
It's
say
been
no.
a while.
I'll tell you how many people did see the first one, but
I guess we'll compare the numbers.
yeah, we don't know, but some people do.
Oh, I know. Do I lie or do I tell the truth?
I don't know, man.
Dan Hollenbeck, renegade by day, superhero by night, feeding the homeless, giving to the rich.
Interesting.
An archer since the age of 3.
Oh, archery.
Blind since the age of 4.
Wow.
And my mom is The Rock, and my dad is Snoop Dogg. So it's a little bit about me. Yeah, it's the same old. Well, and to anyone who really wants to know, I'm the piano teacher here, the resident piano teacher at Connecticut Valley School of Music and Dance. I live. I was trying to keep that a secret. But, I live around. I live around here, and yeah, I've been teaching here for 7-ish years. I've lost track. The time flies so much. And yeah, I'm also a church organist at the Westchester Congregational Church in Colchester, weirdly enough. Yes.
Did we talk about, so 90, you had 90 views on your first one.
Oh.
We're going to crack 90.
For a first, that's good. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Everyone click the like button, the subscribe button if you're listening to this on YouTube.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Love you all.
Yeah.
We are always hearing your voices. We're always reading your comments.
Always.
Yes.
We're in your closet. we're watching you right now.
We are Big Brother. We are big internet, Big Brother.
Totally.
And you, who are you again?
Me? It doesn't matter. I'm the guy that asks the questions.
Oh, he's a myth.
No, I don't know.
Well, you had your podcast episode too, and you told the people about yourself.
I didn't get
right?
anywhere near as many views as you.
Oh, it's my charm. Well, now you know what's going to have us break 90 is our beautiful faces talking to each other.
Right. Yeah.
People are here for
This is going to be the one.
2 celebs. It's Larry
50th.
David and Jeff Garland talking to each other.
Honestly, I don't even know who those are.
2 musicians down the street. No,
Really?
From Curb Your Enthusiasm. Larry David wrote Seinfeld, and Jeff.
You're not going to believe this. I'm not being weird, but since you are talking about me, I never.
You're not a TV guy.
No.
Oh, that's good to know.
I remember in the 90s. I mean, I don't hate TV. I don't know. I don't remember the last time. And people would talk about Seinfeld, and I'm just like, I don't. I honestly,
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
seen it. I'm aware of it. I've never watched it.
Really? So, because
I don't know who that is.
What about your wife then? Let's pry
What
into her
about my
business. And now that we're on the podcast, we can really air out our dirty laundry here. But because usually, like, I didn't like Seinfeld until it was in the air enough where I kind of it got permeated into my life. I thought maybe that would happen to you. It's just so popular. Your wife doesn't force any of this on you.
Well, she watches things.
Yeah.
And I don't.
And this doesn't affect you. You're steel trap.
Me and my wife, it's a whole different gig. We have separate bedrooms on separate floors. I'm serious. It's beautiful.
Who gets the upper floor?
She does.
She makes the
she's the
noise and she
boss.
bothers you.
No, I don't. It's not only is it the other floor, it's on the other end of the house. We're completely separated.
Married couples take notes now.
No, I'm telling you.
This is huge.
My joke is the key. So we've been together almost over 25 years.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. I always tell people the secret to our marriage is the interest that we take in each other's completely separate bedrooms. I go up to her bedroom and I'm like, it's nice. I like what you've done.
Beautiful.
Up here. And then I go to my thing. We just don't.
Yeah. Stay friends. You don't have to be the same person, right? It's okay.
No, we never have been.
Yeah.
So she might have watched Seinfeld. I never did.
And that's why. But then growing up, right? Influences there. Because you said you had pretty musical parents.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
People don't believe this, but we talk outside of the podcast too. Usually we're isolated.
Well, you talk. I don't listen.
I ramble, conspiracy theories and stuff like that. But so whatever.
Yeah. No, I don't remember I don't know. I was never into TV.
That's so good. I just feel like it's so hard to avoid, but you managed.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
What's your secret?
I don't know.
You just don't.
I used to watch Happy Days when I was a kid.
By choice or by?
Yeah. I mean, I think
Okay.
I was like, yeah, cool. I don't know when I fell off, but I never watched anything. I never saw anything.
How about this? I wonder if this is a question you can answer. Do you have like a favorite theme song from a show or a movie? Because that's pretty, that's pretty big for musicians sometimes.
I mean, when I was a kid, we all remember no one even knows what this is, but I remember Barney Miller because I had the bass line.
You're making that character up. Yeah.
You don't remember Barney Miller?
Give me some. Yeah.
It had this really funky.
Oh.
Sanford and Son was good too. That was Quincy Jones. Did Sanford and
Perfect.
Son. Those are the last shows I remember watching. Literally.
That's so funny. That's not bad. I'm Quincy Jones. Yeah. Perfect way to start, right?
Yeah. I wonder if we'll get copyright stricken if I play the beginning of Barney Miller. You never heard it? You don't know what
maybe if I heard it, it would ring a bell.
All right. Hopefully we won't.
I'm
just going to play the 5 seconds.
What's the rule? I think it really is about 5 seconds and we're fine,
We're going
right?
to see if we can get away with it. If not, then your episode will be like, that's it.
It's meant to be. Yeah.
Yeah, but when I was a kid, I remember this. I don't remember how I stopped watching TV. I just did. Right?
Yeah, I'm really trying to pick you apart psychologically right now.
Just don't bother. Many have tried. All right, this is an ad. We're going to talk through it. So,
we're actually sponsored. You should have said that.
Oh God, yeah. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Listen.
Oh. Yeah, in the pocket. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's so great. What a great groove.
All right, that's it.
That's so
I don't wanna get
sweet.
canceled.
That's so sweet. That's a very that's like a Jaco Pastorius kind of tone, right?
Gotta
That
be.
almost feels like a fretless bass or something. It's
be.
a really cool tone.
How does the Seinfeld theme go? I don't know.
Oh, because I was gonna say a fun fact about that. It's very slap bass heavy.
Oh, all right, yeah.
My fun fact was gonna be I just learned the other day that
I think I remember there's bumpers when the
exact boom 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 boom.
Okay. Yeah,
Boom boom. Yeah, very. It's
you're
more,
a funk meister on the bass.
I like to slap.
yeah.
I like to slap.
Yeah.
I get violent with the bass, and I love it. That's like my that's my stress management instrument because it's just so much
is that
fun
what
to
you're
just
doing?
play around.
Yeah, yeah.
You get like the boxes and you just kind of, I feel like muscle memory is great with those instruments. You're a bass player too. We were going to have a bass duel and we saved people the hassle.
Right.
Or
That would be.
bring us to episode 100
Oh, okay. You're on.
for the bass duel,
You're on,
right?
punk.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. We'll have a funk off. We'll see who's funkier.
Well,
I
and
guess.
to the listeners here too, and to sell you out, John, you say, well, the slap style you don't really subscribe to. You're not a
Sure I do.
slapper.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. But you just
I mean,
don't
I
do it
invented
yourself.
it, so yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, usually if you
You're
invent
welcome.
stuff, it's like you're so young, you look back, oh, I hate that. It was so long ago. So maybe it was just like you're over it.
Yeah, yeah. That was yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. What happened? Did like an accident? Your thumb hit the
Yeah.
string and
yeah,
it was like,
exactly.
oh my
And then
God,
it got stuck.
isn't that
and
crazy?
I extracted it and
yeah. Yeah, he's extracted
thing.
it. And the sound was just
Yeah.
like, oh
yeah.
my God.
yeah. The world shifted on its axis.
Unbelievable.
And I didn't even care.
All those people who you paved the way
Wait,
for.
Seinfeld ripped me off. I guess.
Oh my God. I think royalties are in order here. Oh, but so I was gonna say that that slap bass theme was actually made by a synthesizer piano. So
Oh, so it's not even.
everyone thinks it's bass, but it's not. I had no idea.
You
Yeah.
spent all your time trying to play it.
Yeah,
Trying to figure
these
it out.
bass players. I mean, I think the bass players can definitely do it, but it's not like impossible. I think
I'm
it's
not going to cue that. They'll definitely find us.
now. We mentioned Larry David and the Seinfeld theme song, so now we're in really deep
I
water.
don't know who
think.
Larry David is.
Oh, he wrote he
Okay.
he was a head writer of Seinfeld.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
So now the full connections have been made.
All right. That's cool.
So we did it. We
Yeah.
finally did it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That must be there. Who's, I'm not kidding. I know it sounds like I'm kidding. I'm kind of aware, but in the 90s, people used to come up to me. I used to have big, poofy hair. People would be like, oh, man, you're just like Kramer. Who's Kramer?
Oh.
I always hear this all the time. You're just like Kramer on Seinfeld. And they would think it would be like this scenario. I would go, I don't know who that is. You're so funny. And I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's just like him. See, that's what he would say. I don't. And I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry.
That makes sense. I guess the easiest way to say it, crazy stuck up hair. So you must
Sure.
have had way more hair that was
yeah,
more,
I
not, your hair is great,
Yeah,
of course.
thanks.
Don't let me ever take that away from you.
Yeah, yeah.
They're very confused, kind of like he's like the crazy character. He's the oddball. He's always coming
gotcha.
up with a scheme. He's always.
So that's what they were trying to tell me.
Yeah, and for you to be confused, probably just like pushed
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
forward. You nailed the narrative.
Yep.
You are, yeah. Have you ever seen Jon Peckman and Kramer in the same room?
No, I
You
guess
wonder
not.
about these things.
I don't know.
All the more reason, and that doesn't make you curious to watch it.
No. I don't. Yeah, no, I'm not into TV.
Oh man, you gotta waste your time, man. You're not wasting enough time
Here's
in
my
life.
here's my thing. I think about TV. I watch things every day. I watch things on YouTube. I watch movies. I resent, like even my wife does this. We'll get into a series. The only series that I've ever completed is like the Great British Baking Show. I resent the fact that they want to put me in this couch for X number of times. I'm like, no. I'm not going to watch a show where I go, okay, every Tuesday I need to be here. I'm just like, no.
Oh
I
yeah,
won't-
don't tell me what to do.
I won't be
Don't
controlled
tell
by
me
it.
what to do.
I won't. So I never watch shows because I feel like I'm just like, no, I'm not going to base my schedule, my life around catching this show.
No, of course.
Not into it.
That's the old way now, John. That way is done. That's cable. That's the way of cable.
Oh.
You must not have gotten into the world of streaming over COVID. Which, by the way, my first episode. How long ago was that? A lot has happened in the
50,
world.
50
but
weeks.
50 years ago. Oh yeah, 50 weeks. That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so like Netflix, HBO, Hulu,
Yeah.
and the like.
Oh yeah, no, I do all that stuff.
So
I
you-
just don't watch TV, network shows. Like I say,
Yeah.
I've never a sitcom.
But if you're like, anyone, Great British Baking Show, if you're into
Oh,
that,
the
you can
best.
watch that anytime you want.
Oh,
now.
I know. I know. Don't
Don't rub
okay,
it
don't
in.
humor me
Don't
now
rub
at this.
Oh,
I'm just saying, like back TV. I was like, no, you're not going to tell me when to be in front of the TV watching this stupid show.
oh, you're saying in general, back in the day.
Back in the
like,
day.
Okay, I gotcha.
And now I'm not going to watch Seinfeld now. Who cares?
Who cares? Yeah, that's debatable. That might get some the discourse going in the comment
whatever.
section. But
Defend a sitcom.
yeah, well, yeah.
That's what I always say too. People, oh man, I go, I'm funnier than any show.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I can do that.
I've never seen. Maybe you're like this. I do think things are funny, and I do watch some things, but just on principle, I have so many musician friends that are like, "Oh, the Family Guy. There's one time on the Family Guy." I've never seen one episode because I'm like,
Yeah.
just because you keep saying that, I'm never gonna watch it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm like, it's not funny unless it was on the Family Guy. I'm like,
yeah. And that's a show where like I feel like Seinfeld aged better than Family Guy. A lot of people don't think it's
really?
funny anymore. And Family Guy has a lot of references to other pop culture anyways.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you're not missing much there. I think it's fair.
I don't care.
Yeah. So as we're picking it all apart.
Great British Baking Show. That's my speed.
Oh, it's so awesome.
I watched that.
That's a fantastic show. Talk about like if you're just trying to relax for the evening. British people are so wonderful. They just take criticism so well. They're so willing to learn.
Because you criticize them whenever you get a chance.
I'm making fun of them left and right. I just think the UK isn't even like a legit region. I don't think it really.
Cool. Far out.
That's a thing that I learned over since my first episode.
Real? Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's like a New Year's
recent.
resolution.
You just decided that
to not like the British is like my New Year's resolution this year. What do you think about that?
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's
Be more hateful this year. Tell people what I think. That's my New Year's resolution this year.
Tell people what you think.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna hold your opinions to yourself.
No
anymore.
filter.
Oh, okay.
No
All right.
filter.
No hashtag no filter.
Yeah. Go to the bathroom before you leave a location. Tell people what you think.
Okay.
Hashtag 2022.
Nice.
New Year's resolutions.
Nice. And how's that working out for you?
I have no friends.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Family. My dad still talks to me, but he's trying to get me through therapy. And I feel great.
Wow.
A lot lighter.
Yeah, you don't care. Yeah, it's like I don't
Please.
care what you think. Yeah, that's funny.
Employers. Yeah. How about you? Did you make any New Year's resolutions? Or
No.
you're kind of the perfect person.
Yeah.
What else do you improve?
Yeah, exactly. I tried to think of something. I'm like, nah.
Be less funny.
Yeah, no, impossible.
Less insightful. Yeah.
Impossible.
When you peaked,
No, I don't remember. I don't think I had a lose weight. There's always.
Oh yeah, it's like
thing.
on the list of things
Yeah, it's
to do.
always on the thing.
Right.
Sign up for. I was supposed to get a colonoscopy again, back during COVID, and I skipped it. That was a resolution, or with that. Wait, did you say a sticky note or a resolution? Because I'm like, I got to call those people again.
Some of the best New Year's resolutions are in the form of sticky notes that you look at to affirm your life choices every day.
Yeah.
So yeah. No, and that's a great idea.
No filter.
Yeah, 100. I mean, many people in their 50s have told me, yes, they found polyps. Do it. Get that done.
Oh yeah.
1,000,000%.
Yeah. I don't like the way you said found polyps. I don't like that at all.
That's the new band I'm in. That's my new electronic
Polyps.
duo. The Found Polyps.
The found polyps.
The Found Polyps. And the doctor's like an EDM, bass player. It's a
great.
really sick project.
That's fan.
Look for work from us in 2023.
The lost polyps.
The
Found polyps.
The Found Polyps, John. The Lost Polyps is my metal project. The Found Polyps is my EDM band. So I've got a lot of things in the works coming up.
Yeah, sounds like it. Sounds like
we're trying to work hard.
Yeah, I don't blame you. All right, what else? Oh,
I decided I'm driving the podcast.
That's fine.
I'm
Fine.
bullying you.
I'm going to peel and eat this orange as a sign of my
my favorite
disrespect.
thing about the year. Yeah, I'll just get into this whole monologue.
Yeah, I'm just going to.
You just totally disconnect.
Yep.
My favorite thing about fruits is how they're healthy for you.
Oh, yeah.
That's like a new thing I found out about.
Otherwise, why eat them? They're stupid.
I know. If you could eliminate one food off the planet, stupidest food.
Onions. Hate them. They ruin everything.
Oh.
I don't even like where they've been. If they get near or on something, they leave. I just hate them.
That's a common problem. You must run into that all the time.
Yeah. No onions. I don't want onions on anything.
Yeah.
And you can tell where they've been.
I know.
I don't like it.
If your wife had an onion.
Oh, cucumbers.
Game
I hate
over.
Too. I hate cucumbers. When cucumbers are near, even if they leave, I hate them. Cucumbers are the worst.
So funny. Well, cucumbers aren't offensive, really. Yeah, onions I totally see, right? Because, it could be pungent. It's got that strong taste, that strong smell.
There's something about
cucumbers, though.
There's something about them that really gross me out the way they taste. I'm not into them.
Yeah, it's almost like...
You like cucumbers?
Yeah, well, it's a nothing food, for sure.
You would.
Yeah. They match me. Well, they're so inconspicuous. It's like, what's really going on
They're
here?
not though. There's something about the taste of
You
the
picked them
cucumber
up.
that freaks me out, and I don't like.
You have that sixth sense to like.
I can tell where a cucumber's been. Even if
Yeah.
see, that's the thing. Even if you remove the cucumbers, if they leave a trace, and I can detect that trace.
Nasty.
Not into it.
Nasty cucumbers.
What about you?
yeah.
What do you? What food would you vanish?
Well,
off the
so I'm learning to love, but I'm a big tomato hater.
planet? Oh,
You know what what it particularly is like I can do diced tomato on like a taco,
sure.
Mexican food. I don't like that big slice of tomato, the red ring of death on a burger. It ruins the burger. It's got that mushy mush that just gets in the way of the beef, you know.
Sure.
I guess I would say get rid of tomatoes. There's probably a better one that I'm thinking of, but I can't.
But you don't like that. You're just not into it.
Yeah, you know, something tropical. I'm such a big meat eater. I don't know. But now it's getting to the point where like I was a big beef jerky fan, but now that's starting to taste a little bit too fake to me, you know.
That's why you got to make your own. Get into that.
Yeah.
Make that
Can we
New
go
Year's
hunting
resolution.
sometime? Let's make the 100th episode.
I'm
hunting podcast.
Listen, you're just on the show. I don't want to hang out. I don't know. Don't make plans.
I have
dude.
a lot of
This
dreams.
is over.
I'm a
John.
dreamer. Yeah. I know. Actually, is that a police officer outside the building? We can't get the camera on it because it's off the. You guys called security on me?
Yeah. Yeah. Like we have security here.
Dave is the security.
You want half of this?
He's the hired hand. No, thank you. So I don't know.
I'm eating an orange as a show of disrespect.
This is how good he's gotten at the podcast. He can host and eat.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous.
Don't worry about it.
I think you should redo the intro that you did on the first show.
Oh yeah.
I thought we did like a cool little cadence there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I talked over John, which is the most important thing about the intro. He's chewing. Does he eat with anyone else, or is this just me?
You.
Next
I don't
podcast
care.
I'm on, he's gonna have like a bag of like M&Ms, or it's like
No.
really crunchy.
Yeah. Meatloaf.
Yeah,
Eating a-
you know those sun chips that have like the really recyclable bags that are really really loud. Like that's
I don't know what sun chips are. I don't know what you're talking about.
what? Who are you?
Yeah, what-
You're an alien.
Yeah.
Seinfeld and sun chips. Can we name this podcast Seinfeld?
Oh, I got some
That's the name of
gaps.
this
I
episode.
definitely have some gaps. I have gaps.
Yeah.
Things I don't know.
Wow.
What do you not know that you think?
Tell me more about it. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know.
That's a problem.
And that's kind of like maybe that should be my resolution. Learn more about stuff, right?
Yeah. Why not?
Get learned. Get
Yeah,
educated.
Learn stuff.
Yeah. How about this? Let's teach each other's instruments for a month. Wouldn't that be a good learning experience?
Yeah, it'd be kind of wild.
Let's do that.
You play drums?
A little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I like the drums too. I think that's a really fun instrument.
Yeah.
Well, so you know tonal stuff because of bass. Have you played the keyboard? Tell me
Yeah,
about that.
I can. So here's my thing. I can read any chord chart. I can play any chord in the first position. I can't play inversions. So if you put any chord
Yeah.
chart, I could play the whole song, but
Roots.
I would be like moving.
We could do like My Girl.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
we could. That'd be cool.
Oh, we're gonna get another copyright probably is in there, but
I don't know.
so if we switched instruments, what song do we play? What song are you calling? What's your best piano song?
Well, it has no drums in it. My big,
I wouldn't get you
my
to
big,
play.
my big one that I worked on that I taught myself the whole thing is "Because" by the Beatles. I can play that whole thing.
Awesome. That's
but
so
just by
cool.
rote. I have no idea.
Right.
Like if you have students like this, like I get lost. If I play a wrong note, I'm like, oh, I have to start at the beginning because I don't understand. Like, okay, that's D minor.
Right.
Oh no, I have to start, but I can play the whole thing just by shapes. and
Yeah, that's
memorizing.
the whole muscle memory of it, right? I have a lot of students, even the, like really talented teenager students I have, they learn stuff by ear, which is totally fine. I totally support that. But if they mess up at a spot, we can't rehearse that spot. They have to start at the beginning. So it actually kind of hinders your practice routine. Does that happen to drums? You're playing a song like something really like straightforward, like rock, and it's like, oh, start from the beginning, but it's all the same, you know. Do, kata, do, kata, do. Oh, you start at measure 60. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
shoot. Can I just go back?
Yeah. Well, that's that's I don't. All right. So about you, I tried other instruments. I started. I wanted to play bass first, and I couldn't remember the names of the notes. I still don't. I still can't. And I just couldn't. I couldn't. And so drums were easier so I just did that. And then I realized, with keys, I couldn't learn inversions. Like I learned triad, I learned, and I could make a chord. I can make a minor, a major, a diminished, augmented. I can do this 7, 6. I could figure all those out.
That's every single one. You got them all.
But only in the first position.
Right.
I would try to figure out inversions, and I'm going to play drums.
Oh, funny.
I just was like, I'm close, but I can't get further in this instrument because I'm just a drummer.
Yeah.
Just like drums, it made sense.
Yeah, it's a little annoying because if you can't get those inversions, then that's a really it's really hindering. So it's like, I think it's an easy spot to want to give up there. I think
that's as far as I got.
Yeah. When I started the drums, I loved it. And so I really wanted to keep going, but I had such a hard time. I could do hi-hat and snare. I had such a hard time throwing the bass drum in. So I would have like a buddy of mine like play the bass drum part separately, and I would do the 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of thing. It just there's like a certain breakthrough moment in those moments where it's like you just have to beat yourself in the head over it. And if you don't like it, then it's like, okay, maybe this instrument's not for you. Maybe you should, Finish your orange, John. Finish your orange before you. Great. I know. I cannot. Oh my gosh. What up, Tacoma? Let me tell you about this dream I had. Sorry for the viewers. I'm choking right into the mic.
Tacoma, you like oranges?
No one says anything. You like cucumbers, Tacoma? The crowd is silent.
So I discovered an old YouTube clip of Tommy Lee from Motley Crue in, I guess it was the 80s. Girls tour. I don't know what year that was. And he not only does a drum solo, but he has a headset mic and he's talking the whole time. And apparently the show's in Tacoma and he's like, "Here I come, Tacoma! Tacoma, are you with me?" Like in the middle of his thing. And that's what we're talking about.
We were just going to have a whole
Tacoma
podcast based on an inside joke that no one else knew anything about.
I know, but...
Or are you a real drum fan if you don't know that joke?
Well, maybe.
Right?
Yeah, more people might know that.
I think that the drummer jokes are the funniest jokes. Like,
of course, because they're not at your expense. I think they're horrible.
Well,
I think piano player jokes are the funniest.
Well, wait, how many piano player jokes are there though?
I don't know.
I guess I should say like the videos. There's great videos online. Like I think maybe you showed this one to us where there's like a video of like, oh, this drummer's at the wrong gig, and it's like this really flashy metal drummer, but at like this like silly little gig, right? Like drummer jokes are really funny because like you can be so animated, and like a drum beat changes the entire vibe of a song, right?
Damn right.
You could do Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and if you're doing like, it's like a punk song, you could do Twinkle Twinkle Little Star as a punk song at that point. The drums have so much power over everything.
You think you're telling me something I don't know? Is that what you're doing?
And I love, so the big one down at your foot, the bass drum, that's the one that really allows you to hit the 1. So can you do this? So 1, 2, 3, 4, bass, 2, 3, 4. So do that with me. Bass, 2. Do you know about that? Like 4/4 time signature?
Yeah.
4. Bass. So yeah, if you do the
What
bass
show
drum,
is that? No, that's a TV show.
that's a Family Guy joke.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I know you're right. I'm super, but I don't know. I love the power of the drums for that reason.
Yeah, I like drums too. That's why I ended up playing them.
What's the biggest mistake you've ever made at a gig? Drummer mistakes are pretty big. Bass player mistakes and drummer mistakes are pretty intense.
Biggest mistake.
Tell us your most embarrassing moment in music.
I mean, there's one that comes to mind. I was in a band. I think this happened it doesn't matter where it happened. It was in Boston somewhere.
For Anonymity.
What?
Don't tell us. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It happened last week and you don't want.
This particular band I played in, the drums we would set up off to the side because we had a horn section. So the stage setup, normally a stage setup is the drums are behind the lead singer. But we used to put the horn section behind the lead singer, and the drums were over here and the keys were over here, which is kind of cool too because then the drums aren't leaking into the vocal mic.
Yeah.
So anyway, we were setting up somewhere, so I was off to the side, and because of that, I was right on the edge of the stage. and my bass drum was moving. So I realized in between songs that I had to run around to the front to try to adjust the leg.
Damn, yeah.
And what I didn't realize, I thought the stage extended, but what I didn't realize, in between songs, real quick, I ran to go in front, and I didn't realize that I stepped on it. That was a table. That was the same level as the stage. So I stepped on the table, but I stepped on the far side, and the table fell over, and I fell away and hit the wall, and crashed and destroyed. There was nobody sitting over there.
No,
but
no.
That
Yeah,
was
my worst
embarrassing.
drumming mistake, I killed
And the song
someone.
started, and they're like,
Yeah.
and I was tangled up.
Oh, okay. So the song hadn't even started. You were quickly adjusting.
Yeah, I
between
just was like,
songs.
I'm going to do this real fast before he counts off the next
good,
tune. And the
good.
band starts playing, and they're like, where is he?
The worst thing happens. Yeah.
And I'm not even on the stage. I'm like over there.
Yeah. You blacked out, and all of Seinfeld released since then, and you woke up out of your
That's
coma.
been what it was. That's one that springs to mind.
Okay, good. You're such a good drummer that your worst mistake is a physical injury, not like a musical error.
Correct.
That's awesome.
Correct.
That's a huge resume builder.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm always building my resume. Always thinking about the next move.
Say yes to everything.
Yeah. So what's yours?
Yeah. Okay. Great. I'll. It's a crystal clear moment in my mind. I'll never forget it because the shock and pain and burning sensation that went through.
I like it already.
Yeah. Because if usually keyboard parts or organ parts are just like masked, so I can kind of like have my hand on the volume if I'm not confident. But
Sure.
so this is when I was in college. I was starting off in the big band. So still great, I can usually hide myself if I'm feeling a little nervous. But so I had one section where it was a bass solo, right? So it's very sparse drums,
Sure.
and it's me, the drums, and the bass. And the A section is in D flat major, and the B section is in D major. So that's a half step away. So if I play a D flat chord over a D major chord, it's gonna sound really
No bueno
really
for
bad.
anyone who doesn't know.
And so the bass player is soloing in D. So if I play that chord, and a couple times in the rehearsal, I counted the rests wrong. So I would come in with a D flat chord over a D chord. So it completely ruined the bass player's solo. The big band teacher, shout outs to Dr. Carl Knox if he's he's listening to this. Great instructor, pushed us so hard. He's awesome. He was like, oh, okay, that just don't do that during the show. It's fine. Because we did that during maybe the last two rehearsals before the show. I had made that mistake. So
You just said turn your volume down.
turn the volume down.
know.
This is the grand piano now. So I either play really quiet or else there's no volume to escape, right? So of course, the night of the show, I make that great little mistake. And because I am so nervous about it, because that was the one thing that, Dr. Knox told me not to do. Just don't play that wrong chord there.
Yeah.
Happened to hit it out of nervousness. And in the show, you hear him go, ah! You hear Dr. Knox scream because he's so mad at me.
Just like you blew it.
Yep, and this again, so that burning shame. That bass player Greg Peralt, who I still play with, and Ellis Jackson and stuff.
He's
like
like
that.
D.
He was so cool with it. He was like, "It's okay, man, I get it." But the teacher was like, "That was the worst mistake I've ever heard."
Like how many times have I
player ever
told
made.
you? I told you not.
And he warned me, and he had it was like, he gave me 30 months notice, 30 days notice, he was like so nice about it. And I completely dropped the ball, and you can hear it so clear. And then I went back to hear the audio recording of that concert, and you can still hear the big band teacher go, ah,
Is that available?
in the recording.
Is that available?
It's
here?
available, and I would rather die before anybody hears that recording.
Then don't tell me what it is. I will play it right now.
Yeah, I could tell you, and I never will.
Oh,
and even after the show, I can't bring myself to even listen to that. So
It's the one time you played the wrong chord. That's what
yeah.
you're telling me.
So D major now is my least favorite chord, and D, because of that memory. But you learn. That's how you get better.
Sure.
I hear I have a lot of young students that hate making mistakes, but making mistakes is the only
of course.
way.
Yeah. Well, you know what they always say is if you make a mistake, just make it 4 times. Then now it's a new part.
Now it's
know
it's
what
a
I'm saying?
rehearsal.
Just do it
Yeah,
again
exactly.
Next time it comes
exactly.
around.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah. That's
Everything.
good.
Do everything 4 times.
That's very libertarian of you. That's really cool. I don't know.
Wow. Never thought of that.
The way I always think about it too is everybody. It happens to everybody. I remember seeing a live show where Stevie Wonder had forgotten the words to a verse. So live on air, he actually told the band, he apologized and had the band start over.
Wow.
Happens to everybody.
Yeah.
Happens to
Even
everybody.
Stevie Wonder. I just finished the Stevie Wonder biography.
Oh, cool.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was wild.
Best part of his life, beginning, middle, end.
I don't know.
Favorite moment or just the whole thing?
I
can't imagine. What a legend.
Yeah. No,
You know?
it's crazy.
Yeah.
The thing that I thought was most interesting that never occurred to me till I read the book is that, because I've heard a lot of people over the years, they complain that Stevie Wonder, he's always late. It's like we scheduled an interview and he was 3 hours late. That's just what you always hear.
Oh, okay.
And you would think that it was because of indifference or, arrogance or whatever. And it's like they said, even when he was a kid, he would be on tour with the Motown band and they would be all on the bus together. And it would be, they'd be sleeping. It's like 3 a.m. And he'd be wake up and start playing his harmonica. And they're like, we're trying to sleep. Because he's blind from birth, there's no nighttime date. He just sleeps when he's tired and wakes up when he's, and so you think like, in your mind, you go, so we're aware of time. I mean, we have watches and but imagine if you never did that.
Yeah.
So someone says you got to be there at 2. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, thanks.
It doesn't mean anything unless you say for once you go, okay, I need to feel and understand how long an hour is. It's like, who cares?
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's just kind of like you're in his world. He's going to get there when he gets there.
Wow.
I would imagine, but I think the other thing too, he gets involved is that people with him, his handlers, he probably just figures they'll get me there.
You would
like,
think
why would he bother going? Like, I'm going to go through the trouble of understanding when 3 p.m. is when I've never in my life seen 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Why does that man have to lift a finger to do anything besides play music?
Well, he probably doesn't.
National treasure.
Like you say at this point.
So
it's
then
like, I'll get there. You'll be waiting for me when I get there.
The question falls then to the aides. Why are the aides getting him there so late?
That I don't know, because I think they say because when he gets so involved in something, he doesn't want to stop. They say he would be in the studio. They'd be like, Steve, we got to go.
Oh, yeah.
And he just,
creative process.
And then then the world just kind of works around him.
To that, I say, perfect. That's fine. Do whatever you want.
I'd love to get away
That's
with
great.
that. That'd be great.
Oh, my God.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Everyone just knows he doesn't understand time. Just let him. Don't say anything.
Yeah. Oh, he's blind? No.
No, he just doesn't care. He decided he never saw Seinfeld. He's not kind of like, he's just unaware.
That's his he's not blind. He's never seen Seinfeld. So why would he have a concept of time?
Don't get him started. We don't have enough time.
He gets worked up.
Talk.
Yeah, he's open up an orange.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that'd be so cool to hang out with Stevie Wonder for a little bit.
Imagine
pick
that.
his brain.
Oof.
Who was his favorite drummer?
Stevie Wonder's favorite drummer?
Such a great writer. I'm sure
I don't
he has
know.
a favorite.
Probably himself.
It's like Chick Corea's favorite drummer is like himself because he's a sick drummer too.
Yeah. Did I ever? All right, Chick Corea's story.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Right. So years ago in the 90s, I went to see Chick Corea at Quinnipiac College. He was playing. And at the time, I was a big Dave Weckl fan. I mean, I still am, but Dave Weckl fan. And he had this thing called the acoustic band. And it was just a trio. John Patitucci on bass, Dave Weckl, and Chick Corea. And I was like, this is going to be great. I'm going to go see this. And it was fantastic. I get there, and I'm sitting there waiting for them to come out. And it was just in the gymnasium with rows. It was perfect.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is going to be the greatest. And I literally, because I'm a dork, I'm looking, I'm going, that's not Dave Weckl's drum set.
Oh, my God.
I'm like,
that's so cool.
It's not, I'm like, what's going to happen? I don't know if this will mean anything to you, but I was disappointed until out walks Peter Erskine was the drummer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is going to be fine. Just different, but it's going to be fine. I'm going to adjust. And they played, and they were great. It was fantastic. And all of a sudden, Peter Erskine starts going into a solo, and they leave. Chick Corea goes this way, Patitucci goes that way. And Peter Erskine's playing, and he's playing, and he's playing. And we're all just like, wow, this is amazing. It's amazing. I can't believe. And all of a sudden, he's playing, and he's playing more than what his hands are. You're hearing more drums. And I'm like, is he playing the track, or what's going on here?
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's I'm like, he's not playing. What's going on? And I go, the drums sound like they're coming from over there. You realize that Chick Corea he left and must have discovered another drum set off in another room and dragged it into the wings.
Weckel's set.
And he was like you could see Chick Corea from behind a curtain. He had his head stuck out and he was playing along.
Oh,
it was hilarious.
So
and he sounded great.
Yeah.
And I was like, of course he's
I love that. But
ventriloquist drum, I was like, Peter Erskine's amazing. He's playing things that aren't even, he's playing another part with his mind.
I've heard of ghost notes, but not like this.
It was crazy.
It
was Chick Corea playing double drums. It was really cool.
Sometimes, on a jazz album like that, if you get really lucky and you hear some drums, I like who that is. And you open up the CD pamphlet and it's like, oh my God, that's Chick Corea on the drums. I thought it was like the album's drummer. No, figure. Sometimes he'll just get hungry for it.
Yeah, no, that happens.
Yeah, that's like I feel like that's, the drums is Chick Corea's stress instrument. He plays that instrument to get away from the piano. He never stops smiling when he's on the set.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, it's sad. Yeah, that was sad. That was a tough one. Chick Corea died.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know he's dead though, right? I don't want to break it to you.
Well, my conspiracy theory, because I'm telling everybody what I think and stuff like that. He's alive, with JFK Jr.
Sure. Yeah.
He's waiting to be revealed with the found polyps
as the drummer.
Of the drummer of the found polyps.
Yeah. He played drums on everything.
Yeah.
He played drums on all Bernard Purdy's tracks.
Oh.
Chick Corea's like, that was me.
The Korea shuffle didn't sound as good as like the Purdy shuffle. So.
That's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
All right. You want to hear? Okay. This is a little crazy, but I made a discovery.
Excited. Okay.
All right. Well, first, let me ask you. Let me set this up.
Yes.
As a musician, as we are musicians, is there any musician or band that you're supposed to like as a musician that you don't like?
Ooh.
That people would be surprised if you were like, no.
That's good.
That should be a question, actually. I should add that.
Yeah. I'm going to say Elton John. How's that for a hot take?
Sure. Yeah.
That was especially someone who, when I was younger, it was like, oh, you're learning the piano. You've got to learn these easy songs. And it's like, and I listened to and I guess that's why they call it the blues and like all of his hits and stuff like that. It's like,
whatever.
It's okay. I think at the time I was already more into jazz than I was in like classic rock. So I actually hit all those, like that era of piano players really late.
Okay.
So I learned about that stuff a little bit.
Do you like them now or?
I appreciate them way more for who they are now. I think this is like a big thing for musicians after a long period of time is, you don't say I don't like it. You say like, it's not for me, but I appreciate what they did for music.
Sure. Yep.
Because that stuff is great to teach with too. I have a lot of students and honestly, like a lot of my teenage students were the people who helped me get into that music more because they loved it so much.
Right.
Like, oh, I'm really dying. I really want to learn Piano Man. It's like, okay, yeah, I'll help you open, and then I get more into it. So stuff like that helps too, That's
cool.
But it's like that. I think not only just Elton John, but that kind of era of piano players. I skipped over it a little bit in my listening. It just got too mundane.
So like me. Billy Joel.
Yeah.
Elton John. Who else?
Yep. Those are like the two biggest ones, to be honest. Those are like the ones that I would say. If you said, I don't know, like other ones like that, I don't know. Cause I liked, like the Doors, like,
sure.
But cause that was like really eclectic and it was like on the roads and it was like a special sound, but it was like, and like, like the Imagine stuff, like the Beatles piano was like, it's like, whatever. It's like, fine, but now I really get it. It's such quintessential songwriting, just, stuff like that, and Steely Dan was one that I really Steely Dan was one. Elton I ignored, but Steely Dan I used to really not like. And now I really, really, really like them. That's like a band where like Elton John, I didn't like, I still don't love, but Steely Dan, that writing, that piano playing, really, really grew on me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. What about yourself?
Anybody else?
No, I think that's Elton John is the number one where I always think to myself, like, I can't believe how much I used to just like completely ignore his whole repertoire.
Yeah. So you were turned on to jazz at first, you would say?
Yeah, definitely. The first time and it's funny, I ironically, Stevie Wonder was one of the first people I heard where I was like, I want to do what he's doing.
Oh, cool.
But that I didn't know at the time, like what even genre that was. Like, I guess Motown or whatever you want to call it, That, and then I grew up, this is something, one of the things I said on the first podcast is I grew up with the Peanuts as well. So like Vince Guaraldi, Dave Benoit, those are the people who
Yeah.
Complete jazz, but like easy listening jazz too. It's not like that bebop
Sure.
60s
Garbage.
style.
Nah,
It's
rah.
garbage now, yeah. No, it was really, really good to the ears, very
Yeah.
family friendly and stuff like that.
That's cool.
It was like that too. And I grew up in the 90s. So my sister was listening to like, Britney Spears
Sure.
and the Backstreet Boys.
Yep.
So that was my response to that.
Yeah, right.
Listening to like jazz.
Going to be into this.
Yeah, stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah. How about yourself? That's must be a tough one for a drummer too. Piano, it's like, and tonal instruments, completely different, I would imagine.
Well,
It's like, what does that even mean?
yeah, I don't know. No, there's a couple of touchstones that all musicians are supposed to like that I just can't get into it.
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry, this is gonna get a lot of comments or whatever, but like I can't get into the Allman Brothers. I just can't.
Oh,
I
interesting.
appreciate it. I mean, I understand, but like as a musician, we're all supposed to, in my whatever genre or whatever you want to call, in my little patch of players, we're supposed to know that chapter and verse, and I'm just like, no.
And forgive me, because I'm not positive, but is that they usually have two drummers, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow, so even more so. But I guess
just
if
don't-
anything, that must make it harder for you to replicate, right? It's almost like, why would I try to drum what they're drumming? They're doing it's
guess.
two drummers.
Yeah.
I
just don't know Allman Brothers like I'm supposed to.
Mm.
Van Morrison, can't stand him. I know I'm wrong, just don't like it.
That's okay. Yeah.
It's just funny.
I thought of another one too. And this is a weird thing because you guys don't have to usually talk about this, but classical music was tough for me to get into as a kid growing up. And now I appreciate it way more, even though I still like, Bach, Beethoven. It's just like some of those things to them, classical music, a 1-4-5 chord progression was so cool. It was so hot. It was what's in right now. But now it's like kind of boring to listen to, right? I can still get into like, there's like those postmodern and like impressionist Debussy and Chopin.
Okay.
Those are really fascinating to play because no one else plays like that. But like the square, whatever. We've all been there. We can play that a million ways from Tuesday, play it backwards, upside down. It's like,
Gotcha.
I'm over it.
Far out.
Move on. They
Yeah.
passed away a long time ago.
Oh, hey, here
hot
we
take.
go.
Tell people how I feel. New Year's resolution
That's right.
2022.
Yeah,
We
classical
need like
music.
a sound effect.
Nope. Yeah, exactly.
Tell people how you really feel.
Actually, that's good.
Can we get a sound? We don't have a soundboard yet?
Yeah, we do.
What do you got? Show me a couple soundboard tricks, please. Do you have like a fart sound?
I don't. Oh, let me see.
We should have been working on this since day one.
Okay, you ready?
Okay. So show me one.
I don't know. Say something horrible.
My favorite thing about Bach is that he's dead.
Oop. Oh no.
That's just your natural reaction.
Hold on. Oh, I got it. Okay, say it again.
My favorite thing about Bach is that he's dead. I feel like that's an embarrassing thing. So hold on. Okay, let me get the prompt going. So get your hand ready on that button again.
Okay. You know,
I'm sorry, guys, but I just pooped my pants. We're gonna have to end the show. Right, that's more appropriate,
or no,
right?
or how about this? They're all mocking you. They're all-
Why do we? How have we not used that one yet? Are you kidding me? Okay, that's way too long. It's like uncomfortable. Oh my God!
Whoa,
They even have the dying parts of the laugh at the very end.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! That one lady at
You know,
the
I
end
just
had
heard.
the time of
I
her
heard
life.
your band director going, "No,
Oh!
wrong chord."
Oh! They edited that in. You found the show on on your phone.
Crickets.
Oh my gosh! Oh, that's perfect. Same thing there too. Yeah. You guys, I don't know.
All right,
I
I'm
try
not
to-
going to tell you what else there is. Now I'm ready. So.
Okay, I want to be surprised one more time before we end. Then.
Yeah, you will be.
Okay, good.
But I grew up never. I did myself a grave disservice in that when I was just about the age of like kind of getting into my own things and not walking in older musicians' footsteps. Everybody was like, all the older people in my life were like, Steely Dan, that's real music instead of this crap you're listening to. And I just was like, nope. So I hated Steely Dan, hate him. And I appreciate it, but I'm just like, no, I don't care. But I just discovered recently through a different way to hear it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I was wrong. But so what?
Yeah, I know. There's so many different avenues to approach that. Lyrically, I still don't get it, and it's over my head. And I still think the older I get, the more I'll understand their messages. But
I guess so.
But only through learning some of their keyboard parts.
Sure.
Because I was in like a little jam band over COVID, especially when like the quarantine was pretty hard. So.
Sure.
Spent a lot of time being able to learn this stuff, and learning their songs. For some reason, just something clicked, and I was like, you know what, this is so sick. Oh my god, like I love these chords.
That's what people say. Yeah.
Yeah, and their Asia album is really what turned me on.
That was the one that I've been
awesome. Yeah, exactly. Home at Last is that awesome piano intro where it's just piano, has that really awesome ba boom ba 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 ba, and it actually has the Purdy Shuffle in it.
Yeah.
I won't put you on the spot, but great album. And they have keyboard, they have organ, they have piano. So it's just it's a buffet for a piano player.
Far out.
And just great writing and stuff like that too. There's great albums, great documentaries of like them talking about their composition process, which is so cool,
Yeah.
And they just talk about it like it's no big deal. Oh, I just made it a blues, but I threw in a couple major chords, and they just talk about it like it's not a big deal. It's like,
I guess
make it seem easier.
Yeah.
I know, really.
You're making me not see now. I'm already starting to not like them
melodramatic.
Because you're telling me
melodramatic.
You're telling me how good it's supposed to be.
Oh.
I'm like.
Yeah, I know. Now hearing my own self talk about it, it sounds like annoying.
Yeah, I'm just like.
It's it was too popular, and there's that that lashback where it's like it's something that's so popular, people start to hate it because it's popular.
Yeah,
that's what this.
I just at the time I just was like, no, I'm gonna go opposite of this.
Yeah,
just because
that is also.
What's like you people? Hey. Elton John, right?
Exactly.
Hey. And you're just like, no, just because you said that.
Yeah, and also was that way with Piano Man. Yeah. Oh, you're the Dan the Piano Man. Dan not to anyone who's ever said that to me is now going to feel bad, but no, we get it. It's it comes with the territory. Tell people how I really feel. Hashtag 2022 resolutions.
Piano Man. Yeah.
Yeah. So it honestly, like learning the song just gets people to stop talking about it a little bit. Okay, let me whip it off really quick. And now then have a good day. Alone. Have a good day, right?
It's like the Baby Shark song.
The what?
Baby Shark.
Baby Shark.
Yeah. Although luckily I wasn't forced to play that. Thank God. Well, that's not like a piano thing anyway. It's just like just like a kid song.
We don't have to talk about Baby Shark.
That's like a thing where it's like, what's your least favorite song to have to teach right now? Like, what are the kids into that you hate to have to teach? That's like a thing that some people have to worry about. But you don't have to worry about that, do you?
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, the latest trends. What's hard as a piano teacher is teaching hip hop music, where there's only 3 notes. Boom, boom, boom. And that's it. And they'll even be like, is that it? I'm like, yeah. Do you hear anything else?
Yeah.
No, I guess not.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That happens sometimes.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's an easy way to get students into the door. Just play these 3 notes.
Sure.
That's it.
Sure.
Oh, but what I was gonna say is like Steely Dan was something that my parents always had on.
You stop.
Can you get the cricket chirping or something? Or is there like a booing? When I listen to back when my parents were real. I remember when I was just yesterday when I was 3. I remember on those sunny Massachusetts mornings when my parents would listen to Steely Dan, and I just didn't get it. Because I pooped my pants.
Yeah, right.
And then then I have to match the mood of whatever you press too. Yeah, it's like a Simon Says.
All right, well, we have like 7 minutes.
Maybe
I should. All right, let me see.
Well,
I know you just keep talking.
Oh, it was because I knew Steely Dan because my parents had listened to them.
Banana. Now I have a banana.
Dude, yeah, he literally has 2. You just have an intermission. Do we have an ad break we can roll to?
Not yet. Not yet.
Sponsored by
when we get enough
Dave's
views,
Water Podcast.
You're going to bring us over the. Oh, he's going to bring us over the line. There's going to be so many people watch this one. We're going to end up monetized.
Yeah.
We'll have a commercial.
Yeah. If you like the sweet, the mellow sounds of my voice, wait till you hear my cameo introduction on Dave's Water Podcast, possibly.
Oh.
Careers in the water.
So,
really?
And speaking of careers, I'm getting a career as a voice actor.
Oh, nice.
It ain't much, but it's honest work. Until I decide to show you my real self. Oh, I just realized I'm on video. That's going to look absolutely disgusting. Yeah. Maybe you can black out the lights on that one.
Oh, yeah.
How much of this can we edit, Dave?
Figuring it out.
Oh,
All right,
God. What a... Oh, I don't have a hood today.
The one time.
If you just told me. Darn it. But, yeah. So I knew Steely Dan. I didn't like them as a young person because my parents listened to them. So
yeah,
that was the first time.
Yeah,
it's like, why are you guys even listening to this?
Yeah.
Did you have that when you were young? Your parents listened to something, didn't make any sense, came back to it later? Because of course it would be way different for your parents.
I don't know. I can't remember anything
Blackout.
particularly.
The blackout again. How many years of your life have you been blacked out, you think?
I don't know. That's the thing
I don't
about
know. I don't
blackout.
know. Can you do... Oh, damn.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. That's the problem.
Oh, my God.
No, I definitely have some serious gaps.
Do you ask that? Please ask that question to every guest. What do you not know?
What do you not know?
I hate that question. So, your questions have gotten worse since episode 1.
Yeah,
I think.
what do you not know?
What do you not know about yourself? Oh, God. I love it. I love this.
Okay, we have 5 minutes.
What else you got?
Do
we have like a game or something?
No.
I don't even have game show music on.
No.
Have I totally driven this? How does this?
That's fine. I don't care. I just wanted people to see you and to get your vibe.
Well, oh God.
That's all.
Murderer.
You know.
Yeah. Okay. I love that you can cut it off. I actually love that.
Yeah, because I'm already like, look, we don't need to hear
Yeah, a really quick laugh. Yeah.
Except this. Oh, no. Where's the one?
That's...
Oh, hey.
Oh, come on. You're underutilizing.
Where's the...
We have a budget, and you're not utilizing the budget.
Where did it go? Where's the one?
I can't find... One of them's a
there it
fart
is.
sound.
One where it just goes on.
Oh, beautiful. Oh my God. That would be a great way to pad for time and let the whole thing...
You know what I think about sometimes? Do you ever... Oh, no, you don't remember this. You're not old enough to remember this. We used to have these things called a telephone that was attached to your house, and you would call on the phone. And sometimes you would call, and they would say, the number you have reached, 443-921, has been changed. The new number is whatever 4321. Please make a note of it.
Oh,
and that would be the thing. And I always thought, those recordings. I heard one the other day, still, and I'm like, that woman's got to be dead.
Oh yeah, I know.
Long time. And I'm thinking, can you imagine if you're just like, don't do it. You're like, I'm gonna call and hear my grandmother's voice again.
Yeah.
I miss her.
Oh
and you actually hear her.
I know.
Like these people. Or no. Like.
Yeah. Oh. No.
Where is it?
Oh my God, John, you're falling apart
Those
at the
people.
wheels.
Like, can you imagine if they're like, that's my brother. He fell through the ice.
Oh, and yeah, okay, listen to the end. Oh, and, okay, hold on a sec. That's my Aunt Janet.
Right
there, the final at the end. That's my Aunt Janet. Love her. Shout outs to Aunt Janet.
Fell in a sinkhole. I remember reading about that. Yeah, that's what's sad.
Yeah, what's that joke? It's like, when you know how old you are. It's like, oh, the phone lady died in the 70s. Like that's how old you are. Yeah. Okay. There's too many ideas we could have gone off there.
Siri's voice.
Yeah, Siri's voice.
Siri's voice. Ooh. Oh, I have a story about you talk about the home phone. I had a home phone until middle school, so wasn't that old. Those are awful. They had a couple of those weird answering machine things where it's like, the caller you have reached is like unavailable or something. And there's one of those options where it says, to leave a callback thing, press 3. So, and I don't know if you know what this thing is, but like if you press 3 at that point, somehow, I don't know how this works, but the other person's phone would automatically like dial your phone or something. So like,
like star 69, we used to call it.
I think so. Yeah. And like as soon as you like dial the number, it like when you press 3, like as soon as the person's phone is available, they'll call you. So it's weird. So I
remember those.
Yeah, in middle school I would do that. Like so maybe because everyone was on their phone all the time in middle school, and you would use your family's home phone. It was like right before you got a cell phone. This is right before cell phones got before everybody had one. Yeah. So I would do that for my girlfriend at the time in 7th grade. And there was like one time where I think her mom was on the phone. So I called and it was busy. So I pressed 3 so her phone would call me as soon as it could. So
Right.
it was like 11 at night. And then my phone
crazy.
rang because her phone called my phone. So, and then so it was way too late. So I was being yelled at by my mom and my girlfriend's
man.
mom at the same time because of this.
What's that?
Oh, life.
What's that?
What? Yeah.
There's another theme. Dun, dun, dun,
Just
dun.
brought
Which
us
one's
right
that?
into a new. Oh, God.
I don't know what that's.
So- And that's the story of how I got in trouble.
So you forgot,
I forgot that
there
I
was
had did this callback function.
and it came later.
And it came later. I got yelled at by 2 moms at the same time. So I'm glad that there are no more home phones. Tell everybody how I feel. Hashtag 2022 resolutions. I'm glad home phones are dead.
Well, you got your wish.
Your home first phone number?
The what?
You remember your first phone number?
Yeah, my
Yep.
mom still has it.
Oh.
Yep, I do. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, my
yeah.
God.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom still has it. The first phone number I ever had.
I guess we can't say what those numbers are because someone else has them, right?
Yeah.
You can't just
No.
someone will die because we're going to be so famous that everyone's going to be dialing this number.
Yeah,
over
yeah,
and over
don't.
again.
Yeah, don't say the number.
That's another 867-5309 situation.
We might have to, that might actually be it.
That's it.
Dan Hollenbeck, episode 50, the semi-centennial episode.
Semi-centennial.
All right, Tacoma! Tacoma!
Portland, Connecticut. What is up? Can you hear me? Say hey!
Jon Peckman Podcast, Connecticut Valley School of Music and Dance, beautiful downtown Portland. You're watching on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe. What else? Is that it? Thank you.
Follow me on social media. No,
Yeah.
just kidding. Please.
Dan Hollenbeck. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Namaste.
Be here for 100 for the bass battle.
The bass battle.
Got it, punk.
Love it.
All right, see you later. That is all, kids. Thanks for listening.
See ya.
Later.
If you'd like to start your own podcast, give us a call at Connecticut Valley School of Music and Dance. Our professionally designed podcast space is here for all your recording needs. Rent out our studio to do interviews with up to 4 people, to record audiobooks, social media content, and all other recorded material. Our rentals include a private studio along with our professional-grade podcasting equipment, and we can customize your output to whatever your needs are. We also have green screen capabilities, which will expand to video capability if you so wish. So check us out here at ConnValley.net/podcast.